are live.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, welcome back.
Another episode of Trainer Talk is our weekly Tuesday podcast. Today we have a really good conversation that we wanted to talk about. And it's a common sentiment with people who live, especially the people who live very stressful and busy lives, whether they have a lot of stuff going on with their businesses, their work, their children, whatever kind of craziness they have going on with their lives. And they kind of want to know whether they can choose one or the other, of eating really clean or working out, and because they feel it can kind of be tough to balance both and to manage both, and they kind of see it as this big grand thing that takes up a lot of their time. But I thought that would be a really good conversation to have today.
Yeah, and I think the biggest point being, like people want to know, like, can I exercise without eating healthy, or can I eat healthy without exercising? And it's a good question, and I think obviously, like, we're a huge proponent of moderation, right? Like a little bit of both. Do your exercise, also eat pretty healthy. But we understand that that's it's a lot. It could be a lot to take on for people that have like a full-time work schedule. You're building a business, you have a family, like life goes on. There's so much. So, but I think we're always going to be a proponent of trying to eat healthy and do what you can there, and eating in moderation, and then also getting in 3 to 5 days of exercise per week.
Yeah, and I think when people from outside of the fitness realm and people who have never really dove deep into this journey, it's a common sentiment to kind of want to look for like cheat codes or hacks, or like, oh, if I eat really clean then I don't need to work out, or and it's unfortunate, but like it is like a harsh reality that we do need to incorporate everything to really have a well-balanced and sustainable lifestyle change. And I mean, you might be able to hit some kind of goals with just nutrition or just working out, but unfortunately in the long term, finding a balance between both and finding a healthy maintenance between both is really the only sustainable way to go. And so just starting out small, those small little steps that we kind of always talk about in this podcast, and incorporating those tips are the best way to kind of manage that balance and have it not be such an overwhelming experience. For sure.
Yeah, I definitely think that for a lot of people coming into it, it can be really overwhelming if you're just like, oh my gosh, like I have to completely overhaul my life to reach my goals. And it's like, okay, well, maybe, but not necessarily, right? Like there's always those little steps that we talk about that you can slowly start to incorporate, like trying to go for some form of a walk every day, trying to get in more water, adding vegetables to each meal, stuff like that helps build that consistency, and it's a little bit more of a moderate stepping stone than trying to like completely overhaul everything. And another point that I kind of want to backtrack to that you talked about is a lot of people think that they can get pretty far with eating healthy without exercising, and that's totally possible, right? Like your diet is a huge aspect of feeling good, of feeling your body, of your body being able to stay healthy long term. But the other side of the coin that a lot of people can come into conflict with is trying to out exercise a bad diet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like that side of the coin is it's so challenging. Like you can do all the running, you can do all the weight training, you can do all that, but if you are just not fueling your body and, to put it quite blank, eating like trash, there's only so much you can do. Like you can't continue to out exercise and put yourself in that like yo-yo cycle forever.
Yeah, and this is something I've experienced like a lot of, and I feel like a lot of fitness professionals, we kind of have that mindset. A lot of people in general just have that mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna work out a lot so I can
eat what I want. Yeah.
And for one, like, it sucks when you're putting in that work and you're not seeing the results that you want. And it's like whether you're eating like crap, so you're not getting great workouts in, or you're feeling your performance go down, or if you're like trying to change your body and you're putting in this hard work and you don't understand why you're not seeing those changes. And it's just because of your nutrition. And if we made that small, and the times personally where I've made those small changes and just incorporated that balance and eat healthy most of the time while enjoying those sweet little treats every once in a while, and not making it a part of my life that I need to like cheat because I'm I'm working out so well. That has made the most dramatic improvement of my body, my physique, and my performance in the gym for sure.
100%. And it's like, it's that cycling, it's not cycling for me, it's that snowball effect of like, you do a little bit of both, you do a little bit of the other thing, and they come together and they just propel you forward, right? Like, eat healthy most of the time, exercise, you know, try to get an exercise most days of the week, and like, you'll just build on that, and you won't have to feel like you need to go in extremes in either direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the idea of like having those cheat days, or what, I don't know, you don't even need to call them cheat days, or just enjoying those little things as events. Like if one day during the week, it's like a Wednesday and I'm just like, oh, I didn't pack my lunch today, I'm gonna go grab a bagel. Not making that the norm, but making that a part of my week. That is like, okay, I've done really well this week in most facets of my life. Like, I'm gonna go enjoy that bagel, and that's gonna be my one little like thing for the week. But
That's
it's when that like that becomes an everyday routine. Oh, forgot my lunch again. But like, and yeah, for sure. So just making like those things an event has been a big part for me.
Yeah, and then enjoying the moment and enjoying, you know, the bagel when you have it, and being like, this is awesome, this is great, but you know, I can't do this every single day. Unless you have some like super crazy genetics, but even then, we're always gonna be proponents of moderation. You know, enjoying that, being like, that was awesome, and then just, you know, the next day making sure that you pack your lunch, you get back into your groove, and just allowing that snowball to build.
Yeah, and I've also found it to be very rewarding when I'm very on point with my nutrition, and then to have a really great run and know that it's because I had like some good carbs, some good proteins, some good fats in, and just be able to feel that tangible difference in your performance and just your overall energy and mood throughout the day. And I know like when I have that bagel on a Wednesday morning, I just know and I feel like crap after. But in that morning, if I decide to have some Greek yogurt, a couple eggs, and some fruit, just to like notice those little differences that those good decisions will have on your day, and just feeding off of that and being like, hey, I want to feel like this tomorrow. So just keeping up with that is a very valid goal as well.
Yeah, and it's almost like your body knows once you start to get into a little bit
of
a groove that once you like, if you go back and eat like Chick-fil-A one day, your body's like, whoa, what is going on? It's funny, your body starts to change.
Yeah, it's really like the luxury car like analogy, like fueling your body with the right stuff is going to make your body last longer and perform better. If you put the cheapest gas in the Ferrari, then it's just not going to run very well.
Yeah,
so,
and you want to be a Ferrari.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, it's just starting out where you at a place that you know that you can sustain when things get tough. And we've been kind of repeating the same core messages throughout all of these talks, but it really holds true once you boil it down. Not trying to overdo it on any facet, not being too restrictive with the diet, or not trying to hit the gym too hard, where you can injure yourself or not sustain it, and just finding balance, finding something that works for you, getting yourself on a scheduled routine, and just making it happen.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I mean, if you guys, as always, if you have any questions, you have any topics you want us to discuss, we're always open to it, and we'd love to hear your feedback. But I don't think there's any questions. We'll check.
All right.
We're like, we got some waves. What's up? But no questions.
All right, please start sending some feedback to either like through the instant messenger or email or whatever, however you want to get in contact with us. But we would love to have some feedback.
Yep.
All right, thanks,
All right, guys. We'll see you later.